Oh, hey, how you doing? Come here so we could talk, huh? Hey, that's close enough, don't crowd. I don't like to be crowded, all right? So, welcome to my beautiful home here in North Carolina. It's a cloudy day, but considering what I want to talk about today, you might say it's appropriate weather. Because I want to talk today about bullying, which, if you've ever been bullied, it's kind of like a cloudy day, kind of like you're walking around with a cloud over your head. You know, it's a terrible thing to be bullied, but there's ways to handle a situation where you're being bullied. I want to tell you a little story about the way I handled it when I was a young boy. But I want to caution you that this is not the way I would suggest you handle being bullied. You know. Now, considering the background that I came from, and where I lived, the conditions, the surroundings, that kind of thing, it was probably appropriate for me to handle my bullying situation the way I did. But it is not what I'm suggesting that you do. Okay? Now, you just want to find out what kind of background I came from. You go back and you look at Meet Louie. That's my first episode that I did on YouTube, okay? And you'll understand. No, I did it in a comedic way, but it's the truth, okay? All right, so I lived in a bad neighborhood with bad people, okay? It was a ghetto, all right? I went to a school that was poor, and there was a lot of bullies. So when I went to school, you had first to sixth grade was elementary. Then you had junior high, which was 7 to 9. And then you had senior, which was 10 to 12. Okay? Now, I was in sixth grade at the time, and I was being bullied. And this kid who was in eighth grade was a school very close to ours. Okay? And he decided he was going to bully me because I was smaller than him. Okay? And I couldn't have this. Okay? In my mind, I could not have this. And so at the time, there was building going on around where the schools was. And there were a lot of loose bricks. Okay? And so one day, there was, let's say, 100 bricks there. And the next day, there was like 99 bricks. Okay? And the bully didn't come to school the next day, and the next day, and a couple of days after that. But so you could use your imagination, okay? What happened to that one brick? All right. But when he did come back, and he did approach me and talk to me, it was in a much nicer way, shall we say. And to tell you the truth, we became friends. And he was almost like, he almost became like a bodyguard for me. And like I said, it is not the way that I want you to handle it, but it's the way that I handle it at the time. Okay? Fortunately, things weren't that good. Things could have gone wrong, especially for him, very bad. You know? And for me, the consequences could have been very severe. Okay, so that's how I handle bullying, and this is part one of a multi-part dissertation, okay, on how you can handle bullying. So look for episode number 2 coming up. Thank you. And feel free to talk to me anytime you want, but not now, because I'm busy.